Greetings, glorious gamers. This is Scarecrow119. Today I'm playing World of Warships. And today we're playing the Tier 4 American destroyer, the Clemson. I quite like the American destroyers because they seem to be a bit of a jack of all trades. They've got quite good guns, and their torpedoes are actually not too bad compared with the Soviets. The only problem is that over the last couple of weeks I have had a really bad streak. I can't seem to do anything right. Another thing that's quite interesting about most of the American destroyers of the early tiers is that they tend to have torpedo tubes on both sides of the ship, and whereas the Japanese destroyers tend to have centralized tubes. But the good thing about that is that you've actually got more torpedoes at your disposal, so you can come in at one angle, fire off your torpedoes, and quickly swing back around to throw the other side. So that means you are able to spend quite a bit of damage if you need to. Obviously, pulling those kind of manoeuvres can be a bit tricky. So I think I'm going to stick around here for now. I'm not really too sure if I want to go into this place here. So I'm going to start turning because I know whoever these torpedo bombers belong to, they'll be fucking trying to. That's a little bit interesting there. I think. Right, so we know there's a destroyer in there somewhere. Right, there's someone there. Right, he's turning. Right, we've got to be careful. Oh, looks good. Oh, that was a good hit. Actually immobilised him as well. That's great. So that means that's going to take out his repairer. It looks like the torpedo bombers were just trying to concentrate on the battleships. Because we're a destroyer, we haven't really got that good of an anti-air. So they should really have cruiser support, but the cruisers, we only have 3 cruisers in this whole fucking game. Right, we might actually get a. There is someone in there. I'm coming in at the wrong angle though. He's backing off. Oh, that guy just got one shot. But he's down anyway. Right, this. So this guy seems to be coming in here. I haven't got the range to come in this way though. So what I'll do is I'll swing round behind this guy, and we'll be able to. Hopefully, if we spot this guy, this battleship, he should be coming across here. Fuck it, I'm just going to go forward. I'll swing around this way, but this battleship should be here. There he is. Come out this guy's way as well. And I'll go back off into his smoke. I'm really liking this guy. Right, so I think he was just a little bit too short. Oh, but he's going to get the other side. Oh, that's a good hit. Oh, that is really good. That was great teamwork for the both of us. May actually get a wee hit on him. Nope. Right, so there is someone around here that's detecting me. I shouldn't be detected at this range. See, he's still shooting at me. I'm pretty sure my detection range isn't fucking 8.5 kilometers. And I wasn't firing anything or... Right, so I'm detected by those. Right, they're probably going to come after me now. Going to swing round. I will help this guy. I think this guy's not going to hit with his torp. Yeah, actually might. He'll get a few. He'll get a few. Just got a few. Wee bit of damage on him before he dies. Nice. Me and this other Wix is tearing it up like. So what we'll do is we'll fall around to get this guy. We're totally tearing this up. Right. Oh, never mind. So like normally I would be complaining at this point that my team's shit and I'm doing all the work, but to be honest I'm kinda getting carried. Now the problem is I would go after this guy, but he's a St. Louis and he's really tough. He's a St. Louis, so he's got a lot of little guns that are good at shooting smaller ships. So I can't really go after him. And it's actually just those two, and there's those two guys and another carrier somewhere. There's not really much point capping, but I'll just swing round. I don't know what to do, because I'm never going to be able to get a good run at that carrier. Okay, I'm just going to fucking floor it, and I'll head straight into that St. Louis. He's going to detect me shortly. Carriers are doing work as well. He's on that battleship, so we might as well swing round to get this guy. Hopefully he won't see me. Guns are still not pointing at me. Fuck it. Oh, I get some damage done. Now he's shooting at me. Set a fire, that's not too bad. Good. So we didn't do as much as I would like because our team carried us really hard, but it was still a good game. So that's 1800 XP, just shy of 1900, but that's also a double as well, so we'll have a look at our score. So we're not too bad, we're like 6th, 5th or 6th, yeah. So yeah, that's not too bad. And we got an aircraft kill as well. Other people got a lot more kills than us, but I think our damage, you can tell because we are like in the top half of the table, our damage is actually not too bad. So we had 2 torpedo hits, that's 16k damage, 4k flooding and another 4k in actual damage done with guns. Overall not too bad. Obviously we could have done a lot better. But I think the other guy that was on our team, there was another Wix, yeah, this guy, Glops, he was doing really well. And like what happened is we kinda like one of those kills we helped with a lot. Like we got the first couple of we got the first couple of torpedo hits on the battleship that he killed, and all he really needed to do was just line it up and fucking pull the trigger. So that was overall not too bad. This guy, it's kind of shit because he sank a ship and did 21 plane kills and he only got 500 XP. I feel kind of bad for him. Either way, that was quite a good game. So what we'll do is we'll get into another Clemson game. Welcome back. We're in another game with the Clemson. I have to admit, when I'm playing with destroyers, I do feel like the Clemson is a good balance of ship. It's got good guns, and even though the torpedoes isn't as good a range as some of the Japanese counterparts, the 5K is still manageable. You've just got to use slightly different tactics. So we've got I've got two other destroyers on my team. We've got this guy, the Og Nevio. I think that's a Russian one. And I've got another Clemson in this game as well. The only thing to note is that other two destroyers on the enemy team are actually two kamikazes. So they are higher tier. To be honest, I don't actually have the kamikaze unlocked, so I don't really know how good its guns are. But in terms of Japanese guns, they are quite inferior till about tier 4 or 5. They're not so much gunboats as it were, but their guns are useful, you know. So I'm going to come round here, I'm going to hang about and see, because it's got a two-way channel, so I can exit, but we can see that there is one of their destroyers swinging around this way. So what we'll do is we'll have a look, see how far. Looks like that other cruiser is coming round, so we might actually be able to catch him. Actually, if he's shooting, it's probably not a good idea. Phoenix versus a Cleveland. Yeah, this Phoenix is quite outgunned, and there's fucking bombers and that coming in as well. Right, we'll see what this guy wants to do. He might start shooting at me because I'm a fucking destroyer, but we've got back up here with Omaha. Right, what we'll do is we'll put a couple of fish in the water just for assistance here. He may be too focused on shooting to really do anything. Yeah, he's fucking dead. He might actually die before my torpedoes even get there. I think he's killed his speed as well. Oh, you bastard. Could have had him. Well. Ah, shit. I was actually just thinking about going after that carrier. Jesus. I'm not detected though. We'll have to keep our distance a wee bit. Right, now we should actually start getting detected now. What I'm going to do actually, I'm going to swing round and see if we can get that pop smoke as well. I'm really in a fucking bad place right now. Really. Getting shot from all sides.
The ship is on fire. Problem solved, sir.
Ah, Christ.
Smoke screen set. The ship is on fire.
Nah. That was a bad idea. It was a really bad idea there.
Main turret critically damaged.
I'm so dead here. And now we ain't got any torpedo shots as well. That was an awful decision. Yeah, that was an awful decision on my part. I think the other guys kind of just followed me out. Yeah, we're in a really, really bad crossfire. Look, their whole team is here. Half their team is here. That's a battleship, a cruiser, 2 battleships, 3 battleships, 3 battleships and 2 cruisers. So that's literally half their team. That was a bad idea. What I should have done is I should have stopped, swung around, held C, and maybe had a poke into B. I could, once coming through between those islands here, I could have got the jump on this guy with torps. The thing is, like, whenever I die like this, it's always due to one bad decision. I think when you're playing a destroyer, you've always got to err on the side of caution, unless you know you can do something. At that point, once I left C, I was kind of like, right, I'll head towards this, the carrier. I'll try and kill the carrier, but as soon as I seen everybody else, I should have just backed off. And I think because I was just charging ahead, the other guys decided to follow me. That was also a really bad idea. But we did take C. This guy, I think he was coming with us, but he came back around. This guy's fine. This guy's in a bad place as well. I don't know why that Clemson is there. Alright, he's taken. Yeah, he's gone for A, that's fine. It'll be interesting to see how this game goes. I don't think we're going to do too well. Okay guys, so in terms of transparency for that game, I did come bottom, dead last on the team sheet for that game. So 391 experience. You can see the other guy, the other Clemson, did fantastically, even though it was a losing game. So good on him. Let's have a look at the damage. So like 4 or 5k damage. That's not good. That is not good. But you've got to take the good with the bad. So although I play like utter crap, I hope you did like the gameplay. I hope you did like the video. As always, like, comment and subscribe. And as always, GG.